Hey there. This is Dr. Pam Perry, and I'm so excited because today we're doing the cover reveal of this lady right here, Melody Augustine Roberts. She is with us live in the green room. But let me just tell you, she is a true story of inspiration. You want to listen to this of how she went from rags to riches, literally, from homeless, living in her car. It's almost like the pursuit of happiness in a way, where she went from nothing to really now running a multi-million dollar organization that has 90 employees. And she is going to tell the secrets of how she did that and what is the secret sauce for that. So, with that, we are bringing up Miss Melody Augustine Roberts. How are you?
Hello,
Hey
Dr.
there. Hey there. How are you?
Oh, I am wonderful. I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, Melody, you are such an inspiration. We met, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Ola. We met at her event in North Carolina, and I was just like, you were so nervous, but when you finished your talk, the mic drop. I was like, okay, more people need to know about this lady. And then the reason why is because you well tell us what your secret sauce is. What is the secret sauce that you want to share with people right away, right out the gate?
I honestly feel like the secret sauce is it's going to sound cliche, but honestly, having that foundation on like with Christ, having that foundation with God, I really feel like it is so important. And if you have God as your foundation, then you have everything. You
Yes,
have
that's
everything.
it. I want to get that out there. With it being Christmas time, we're celebrating Christmas, but the first word in Christmas is Christ. So I want you to say it. We didn't rehearse it, but I knew you were going to say it because you are a
Mhm.
faith driven woman,
I
woman
am.
of God.
I
And
am.
you were hearing from God and really putting feet to the actions that he was telling you. So kind of roll us back a little bit. And I also want to say, besides the business success, personal success as well, because you had another feat that you also overcame. You want to talk about that part as well.
Yes, so I was actually 400 pounds and I lost the weight.
Doesn't
And
look like it, right? Cute, cute.
no, not at all. Not at all. I definitely don't look like what I've been through. I don't look
Right.
like what I've been through. And a lot of people don't realize the struggle of living in an obese body in our society, in our culture. Life is different. People treat you different. I don't care what anybody has to say. I am living literally a completely different life since I have pretty much overcame obesity. You know what I mean? So that for me, I really feel like that was a very big personal hurdle in victory that I won.
Yeah, that is just if you didn't do anything else, losing that like a whole person, basically,
Hmm.
just like a whole
Hmm.
person in a half,
Oh yeah.
almost. It's like a whole person in a half, and then you won the Speak Sell Shine. Then you came to Speak Sell Shine, and you
Hmm.
won the Rising Star Award.
Yay! That was so
Yeah.
special to me, by the way. That was so like I've won a lot of awards, but you couldn't tell me I did not just win a Grammy. Like I was so honored and happy and surprised. Like I was just
You deserve it.
grateful.
You deserve it. I mean, what you're about, and one of the things that I like so much about Melody, and I want you to read her story. Her story is in Speakers Magazine this month, is that her humility and her gratefulness is by far the most off the chain. I mean, she's so grateful and always just thankful, complimentary. I think she probably has an exhorter gift, like gift of exhortation, because she's always, when you're around her, you're going to feel better. So let's talk about the business that you have and how it came about, because you built this team to 90 employees. But I can see, I'm not surprised because you are so complimentary. You really are a stick to it person. You're about business, you're about excellence, and you have a way with people that you see them. So tell us how this business went from living in your car
Yeah.
with the phone
Hmm.
and how you built this business and what type of business it is.
Yes. So my story actually started off with I was with my daughter's father. It was a tumultuous relationship. I I was in a domestic violence situation, and I was talking to one lady who was pretty much telling me, you know what, you should go to a shelter. The shelter is really like the best way to get out of a tumultuous relationship. So long story short, um, me and my daughter's father, we get into this really, really bad fight. It becomes violent, and I just feel like I can't do it anymore. And I'm like, I gotta go. Like, I don't want my daughter to be raised in this situation. So
Yeah.
I pack up the baby, and my first attempt of trying to leave, I almost left, but I forgot my daughter's pacifier. And at the time,
Mm.
she's 1 years old, so you know how like you don't want to leave the house without this binky.
I know.
So I go back inside to go get the binky, and then he prevents me from leaving. He prevents me from leaving. I was just that close of leaving, and he prevents me.
Mm.
So my second attempt, I was like, I will not allow anyone to stop me from getting out of this situation. So we flee. We're in the car. It's dark. I have a 1 year old baby. I'm 400 pounds. I'm broke
Mm.
emotionally, financially, spiritually. I'm just at rock bottom. I go into this shelter, and I meet this very beautiful, like Colombian lady. And I really thought that she was going to judge me. She was, you could tell that she had put maintenance into her body. She was very beautiful, you know, and she pretty much said, she said, Melody, the way you're going to walk out of here will be so much different. You're going to walk away with so much more than what you're walking in with. Just
Mm.
stay on track, stay on the course, and just, you know, let us help you. Let us get you out of the situation. So I'm in the shelter. They're telling us to stay away from our abusers. I'm staying away
Mm.
from my abuser, but I'm in the shelter. I would, you know, I'm terrified. I have this little baby that's 1 years old, you know, who just learned how to walk, and I'm all over the place. And I pick up my little Android phone. It didn't have any, it was disconnected, but I was able to use the shelter's Wi-Fi, and I went on
Oh,
YouTube, and
okay.
I started to I got a book, and I looked up business and entrepreneurship, and I got a piece of paper, and I would just write down all the information, almost like I was in like a college course, and I would write it
Mhm.
down. I always had a business mind, but I was down bad. I was literally at rock bottom. So I'm taking down all this information on business, and like, how do I get myself out of here? Like, I can't stay in here. So they ended up moving me into low income. I didn't want to go into low income housing. I didn't have a choice. So me and the baby, we go into low income housing. Um, so by the time I go into low income housing, I have the gift of doing makeup. So I have these girls coming into my apartment. I'm doing their makeup, and I'm realizing, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm actually really good at this. And there's a market, because there's a lot of Black women who don't really know how to do their makeup. And I almost had like that. I had that unicorn touch. Like once you came to me, you're always going to come back.
Mhm. Mhm.
I was literally at the sweet spot. So I ended up building this big makeup business that was called the Makeup Mansion. It boomed. I won so many awards. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars from doing this. And I still felt like I was a slave to the beauty business though. I didn't have my weekends off. I couldn't spend time with you know, as you know, do mommy time. And I I realized that something needed to change. And I decided that I needed to pivot. So I opened up this home health agency, and even that came with like a lot of hardships. But I opened up this home health agency, and I realized that I'm actually experiencing financial freedom. I was able to move out the hood. I was able to buy my first like luxury car. Within the year of me opening up my business, my mom passes.
Mm.
And the first thing, I was really happy because my mom was able to tell me how proud she was of me. I was
Oh, that
able
is
to look
good.
for a private caregiver for my mom because my mom was sick. So for me, that I really felt like I had made it, not because I was driving a nice car, or I made it out the hood. I felt like I made it because I was able to provide private care for my mother. And for
Yeah.
me, that was a big flex.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
when you
And then
continue.
during the process of this, Melody, you were losing weight and you were
Yes,
working out and doing all of these things?
yes. I was literally on a journey of like just reconstructing my life. I just had in my spirit because I was a really I prayed a lot. There was a season of my life where I fasted, I prayed, I fasted, I prayed, and I knew that I needed to the curse needed to be broken. I knew the line needed to be drawn in the sand and say no more.
Mhm,
Abuse, no more. Poverty, no more. You know, the enemy stealing my dream, my future, my destiny, no more. Like just taking it back. Taking
mhm.
back. I had to go to the enemy's camp and took back what he stole from me.
There you
So,
go.
you know, I'm building my life. I'm trying to transform, and my mom passes away, and I'm able to help contribute towards my mom's final arrangements. And I realized that being in healthcare, there was a difference in just my tax bracket. There was a difference. Like life didn't get easier because obviously, yeah, I made it out the hood, you know, but I lost my mom. But one thing I could realize with true success in entrepreneurship, life doesn't get easier, but it does give you options, and your
Mhm,
life does get a little softer
mhm,
when you
mhm.
have resources.
And you really took the time to watch the videos, read the
Yes,
information, act on the information,
yes,
find the right people, and having the right attitude about it. Because
yes.
when you were setting up your home healthcare agency, there you had to work through people,
Hmm.
and people at a certain point in time, either they can help you or they not help you. But
Hmm.
because of the attitude and what you said, that you knew God really had set you on this path and was telling you, okay, these are the things you need to take care of your mom, you need to take care of your baby, people are depending on you, and the business starts to really boom. And you're in Florida.
Hmm.
We're talking with Melody Augustine Roberts. She is the cover of Speakers Magazine this month, and you'll read all about her story. And we really talk a little bit about rags to riches, but really from pain to power is this whole
Yes.
particular issue that really talks about that. People say, oh, you don't look like what you've been through. But remember, she started with over 400 pounds in an
Mhm.
abusive relationship. And then now, the month of December, she's going to be on a billboard in New York, in Times Square, right? So
What?
it's just
I
like one,
can't believe it, Pam. Wow,
that
what an
is,
opportunity. Like, what a
that is God.
turnaround.
That is God. And the Rising Star Award, because I really do believe that people in 2025 have really gone through a lot of things, and
Mhm.
it has to do with the political climate, the racial
Yeah.
climate, all the things, the anti-DEI, all of
Mhm.
that. And people, and black women in particular, have lost a significant amount of jobs. I know friends that have been looking for job for months and months and months,
Mm.
and they're highly degreed. And so this has been like one of those things where we've gone into the boxing ring and we've
Mhm.
been punched so much. And
Oh,
so that's why I feel like your story will inspire other people, because you were down on the ropes. You were, they say they were counting you out, but you
yes.
came back. And so
Yes.
I want you to talk a little bit about this podcast on the Leading Edge Network that you're going to be debuting. What's the name of it?
So, I don't wanna release the name yet.
I think it's already in the magazine.
You already got it?
Yes, it's on the cover.
The comeback code.
Right,
So,
right.
let me tell you about the comeback code, Pam,
Mhm,
and the people who don't know about it. The comeback code is pretty much it's a reflection of my life, of being the underdog. There's a lot of people who have been counted out. There's a lot of people that's literally, imagine just standing on the floor, but under the ground there's gold. There's literally gold under your feet. You're standing on a gold mine, but because you've been punched and you've been told that you're not enough, you don't measure, you don't this, you don't that, you don't even have the confidence to get a shovel to start digging. And
wow.
my goal is to be able to help you to break ground, and get to the gold. The gold is under your feet.
Oh
The
my
goal is under your feet. Start digging. And
It
The
reminds me of that thing in Joshua, and it says every place that your feet will step,
Mhm.
every place you tread, that will be where it will be blessed, or something like that.
Yes.
When Joshua was
Yes.
telling them to go, every place you put your foot, this is where you're
Yes.
going to be. And
Yes.
it takes vision for someone who's been through it to
Mhm.
to help guide other people through it.
Yeah.
That is so good.
And do you know, Pam, um, when it comes to, like, my life, like, if today was my last day on this earth, I literally would tell people, like, God is the secret sauce. God is the code to coming back. Because if you have God, God can always restore those dry bones.
Always.
God can always make water flow from a rock. God
Hmm.
can always use a staff and part waters and make sure that his people walks on dry ground.
Come
That
on now.
is the God that flows through me. I am not a perfect Christian, but listen, I serve a perfect God. I serve a really good God. I serve a God that's all about the comeback. And really and
Hmm.
truly, if you really follow the patriarchs of the Bible, they all got a comeback story.
Always, always. That
Always.
is so true. You can read that all in the book of Hebrews for sure, right?
Yes.
That is the faith is really the key thing to having that faith in God, and having him be your North Star, having
Mhm.
him guide you so that you're shining your light. And that's
Mhm.
one of the things that I like. You could have, Melly could have just said, okay, I am good. My child is good. My family is good. I took care of my mom. I've got this multi-million-dollar business, and she
Mhm.
could have stopped, but she said, no, I'm going to reach back because she's giving God glory and help other
Yes.
people through her
Yes.
coaching program, through her workshops, through her talk
Yeah.
that she gives. She spoke at the Speak Sell Shine. She spoke at the Howard Theater. She was
Yes.
speaking with the press at the National Press Club. She's making herself available for God to use her. And the
Mhm.
more she does that, the more blessed she gets. So generosity, having compassion for especially other single moms, and then having
Yeah.
that compassion for doing the home health care agency business, uh, passion for seniors, passion for those with disability. That is a compassion that God loves and
Yeah.
he also rewards.
Yeah.
So for those
It's
of
the
you who are
least of
just trying to like,
these.
oh, I'm just trying to make it on my own. I'm just going out here and grind and hustle. It's like, well, what's the intention? Who is it really for? Who are
Mhm.
you really serving? You're serving God. You're not
Mhm.
serving money. So
Right.
I just want to say that because you have just got me all fired up because I can
Yes.
see that is the secret sauce.
And
That
it's
is
never been me. It's always been we. How can God get the glory? How can God be glorified? What will be said about my life if my eyes close on this earth? What will be said? What would it will my story die? Will my story be in the grave? Or am I sharing the goodness of God? Am I reminding people that, if you're a child of God, like, what David said, I never seen the hungry go, I never seen the poor, what, I don't remember the exact
forsaken. You never
statement.
seen them forsaken or begging for bread.
Begging
Yes.
for bread. That's it. Begging
Mhm,
for bread.
mhm,
Like, God
mhm.
truly is faithful. God truly is faithful. So, I am a vessel. I am not perfect. I am goofy. I have a little hood side to me too. But at the end of the day, I am, I want to be a light in a dark world. That's
Yeah.
what I want to do.
The person that you remind me of, a lot of people, but White Vitra, she's in the DMV. She's part of your cohort as well. Speak Sell
Love
Shine.
her.
And she is another one that was hearing from God, and then her business just blew up. Went from real estate to a brokerage of 60
Wow.
folks, and
Wow.
a mortgage company, a title company, all the things. And really it was after she had been let go from a very lucrative job that she thought she would retire in, and they just disposed of her. And so she then goes back now and teaches other women that, hey, you need to take control of your destiny. This is how you do it. You have
Mhm.
financial freedom. You don't have to be a slave to
Mhm.
anyone.
That's
And
true.
and so that was really good. She heard from God, and she's just employed a lot of people, made a lot of people millionaires, and that sort of thing. So
Mhm.
you're doing the same thing through your coaching program. And I want people to understand what it is that you do. And if Monet can put your website up here, so I want people to actually go. Well, it's actually your name, MelodyAugustineRoberts.com. Oh, and there it is.
There
And
it
the
goes.
QR code. Ah, I love it. I love it. We are just all high tech. Here we go.
I know. So when it comes to the coaching program, it's actually an amazing program. And I'm just going to give it to you very simple. I help people who want to open up a business. I literally help them almost like a turnkey. Like we do everything for you. Let's just use a home health agency. Let's say somebody wants to open up a home health agency. I am going to help you from the licensing process to your website to finding clients to your policies, procedure, literally from start to finish. Literally,
Wow.
I'm giving you money. I'm like literally giving you money. Our agency is literally providing a never-ending well of opportunity that will be able to outlive you. We are
Mhm.
literally helping you to plant a tree that will grow, that will provide shade, that will provide fruits, that will be able to again outlive you. That is what my company is pretty much all about.
Wow.
It is amazing. The only requirement that I ask is that you need to have the right mindset and you need to have the proper work ethic because
Mhm.
entrepreneurship is not easy. There's only so much that I could do for you.
Woo. That's so true. That is you said a mouthful right there. I always say entrepreneurship is the best personal development program you could ever have because it will pull on every single thing of you. So we Melody Augustine Roberts, Monet, if you can put that down there one more time so that people can see that. Yes, so that they can see how to spell AugustineRoberts.com. And from there you can read about her story and just really when she says she can help you with licensing, that is probably the toughest part of it.
It is
And most
booger.
people don't get past that part. So when she says once you get the licensing, then you need the policy and procedures, and then you need the clients. Obviously, you don't have any clients. And then you really, can go smooth sailing in that right there. I love that. I love that. So we're gonna yay, to the actual magazine. I believe if we could do that and kind of go through this particular issue was the December issue. It's always the inspiring issue. This one theme was from pain to power, the blueprint behind their success. So a lot of the people in the magazine, they have the same type of story. Your other cohort was the month of November, Sunita Hill. She won
Yay.
the top women's speaker for Speak Sell Shine Top Speakers Award. And she, again, through a situation where Sunita, this particular one right here, where Sunita's mom passed of lung cancer. And so she dedicated a space for a respite for those that are going through chronic uh, cancers and things like that. And November happened to be Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and hers is called Peace on Patuxent, Leading with Love and Legacy. And
Wow.
that was another person that was part of Speak Sell Shine. You all were put together for a reason, even though you all didn't know each other, but you all have so much in common. And
It
the
was a
main
great group.
common that all of you all have is faith, right? You don't realize that. I mean, I didn't say, oh, are you no, I need to see your faith at work. I mean, because a lot of people will say they're Christian, but then you don't really see their work. So it's like, okay, Chris Howell, again, he's another one. He's worked
Mhm.
at the a Potter House and he's got a communications firm and just a lot of good people in the group, and you all are still together and ready, set, go, speak, and you're basically changing the world. You're changing the world. So this is our cover here. You'll see this a lot. You'll see it in December in New York on a billboard. So this is the
I
picture.
can't believe it.
Yes, yes. This is the picture that Jeff Brooks took at the Speak Sell Shine event at the Howard Theater. So that was one of the photos. I think you got about 100 photos. I'm not
Who's
sure, but you got a
what a
lot of
great experience.
yes, yes. Yeah, he did. Probably did, and then also the photos too on the stage as well.
Yeah.
So took the photos on the stage, and then you had the photos from the awards program. And so anyway, so this was it, and I love this cover because you look so happy. It's like look at look at God. That's what
Yes.
it's like. Look at God, and that is. your mom looking down on you and is probably really, really, really happy. And that's what that look is. It's just like, I'm sure you probably have her smile.
Yes, I look just like her. I look just like her. She's still alive through me. She
I
is.
could tell. I could tell. I was like, this is like what every mom wants that for their kid. They want better for our kids and for us. So you have done that, and then the same thing you're gonna do for your kids as well. So anyway, look,
Absolutely.
yes. So then the next page we kind of talk a little bit about the Ready Set Go Speak, which is a community that everybody in Peak Still Shine is a part of. It's a community where we encourage and we share with each other. We basically we provide resources, speaking opportunities, media opportunities. One of the media opportunities that you're going to get soon is going to be in the all the Black newspapers across the country. Your story is going to be told. I'm happy about that. Hazel's going to make that happen. That we met at the press club, and so this is part of it as well. But one of the main things is that this particular Get Out There, Get Known podcast will be on the Leading Edge Network, which is where your podcast will be, the Comeback Code as well. So all of
Yes.
us will be on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire via DX Virtual TV.
Wow.
So via DX Virtual TV has an opportunity for all of the Speak Still Shine to have or the Ready Set Go to have their own show, and then I will be promoting it because everybody has a voice, everybody has a story. You're bringing other people in, telling their stories. So I'm really excited. So if you want to get on the wait list for Speak Still Shine, go to speakstillshine.com. Get on the wait list for 2026. We only do it once a year. It's a small group because they know that I do like pre-training ahead of time, pre-training after time, and then somebody's like, "Ooh, Pam, I'm just wore out." But I want to make sure everybody has all of the resources and all
Can
of
I
the
can
connections.
I piggyback off of what you're saying?
Yes.
I really want, if whoever's watching this, like if you do want to go on Ready, Set, Go Speak, it is an amazing opportunity to grow and to get developed as a speaker. The resources are invaluable. And the way how you run the program is so professional. Like I literally grew, I feel like leap years, like in terms of my speaking profession, and I mean that so sincerely. Like it literally was an amazing experience, and I don't think that my life will ever be the same. Like literally one of the best experiences I have ever been through as a profession. Like
Um, yeah, we really you were the third cohort, so the three times the charm, but we really want to make sure that you had the press piece, that you had the sales piece, obviously the pre-training, the branding, all
huge.
of the things. And everybody has a different vision, but I can also see because you're together how you all can work together. So you all know each other, but I know each other. I know you all differently. And it's like, okay, so Melly, you need to work with, Chris, or Marsha needs to work with Reggie, or Dr. Maxine needs to work with, you know, Sharice, so it's like I see that because I see each one of you all individually, but then I also see like, oh, if they had that one connection, they could go to that next level. And
Mm,
that's the part that I really see. And most everybody has said yes. So everybody's coachable, even from the first two cohorts, where Dexter was in it as well. Dr. Vicky, Letitia Nicole, they're still with me, even though it's been years. They're still with me. And I'm checking out what they're doing, but I want to make sure that they know what's new coming down the pike, like the Leading Edge Network, or what I see your next phase should be. And
yeah,
that's like, okay, it's stretching you, but it's like, I know you're ready. I know you're ready. You're ready for that. And it's like, are you ready? And you're like, yeah, I'm ready. I was like, okay, we're going to make sure that you're ready.
special. It's a special program. It's very special.
That is it. That is it. So, Monet, on the next one, I really talk about this one in terms of on the publisher's page, from pain to power, peace in this season. Really, it's just I tell people to, you know, when you step into the new year, I invite you to carry this truth with you. Your platform is just not built on what you know; it's built on what you've overcome. Okay, so a lot of people don't care about what you know. They want to know what you've overcome. It's like, how true are you to that? Like, how do you know? And so this particular one is not necessarily about what you know, but what you've overcome. And then it really talks a little bit about, the pain to power of the people that are in this issue. So this one in particular Dr. Portia Lockett, birthday is coming up too. Her birthday is December 19th as well. So a lot of December babies are in this issue. But she, in 2020, her son was tragically murdered. And he was 26 years old, 20, yeah, 26 years old. And it really, and she's a chaplain, she's a speaker, she'd been doing this for a long time, but nothing took her into a darkest place than having her son murdered. And so out of that pain, she found purpose and she created a foundation that helps people through grief. She became a grief uh, uh, recovery specialist and helping other people through grief. And she created the foundation where she's supplying, like if people need support for grief, but also too, like if they have a loved one that passes, she's helping them, with burial support and that sort of thing if they don't have it. She does events where she does the permission to grieve, permission to love, permission to laugh, permission. So each quarter she's doing an event that is basically free for the public. It's like breakfast, it's lunch. They have all kind of things going on. So it has, knowing her, she's been so driven. She got a big award from a organization, like $10,000. And the organization,
Wow.
like I said, it started in 2021. So it's not that old, but the impact that she's doing is really, really important. So you'll read about her story. And if you kind of hover over that a little bit, Monet, you kind of see that the videos are in there as well. Yeah. So you'll click and you'll see video. You'll see her speaking reel in there as well. She's available to speak. She has a lot of energy. People say, oh, she's a grief recovery specialist. She's a chaplain, but she has so much energy and fun in life that she's just sharing the love of God in
Mm,
everything she does.
mm.
So that's one of the things, from pain to power, as well. Now, if you were to ask someone, would you go through that situation again? Obviously not, but God knows. God
Yes.
knows what the ultimate thing for He wants you to do. So that's definitely, we don't try to outthink God. That's the thing. We don't outthink God. We
Um,
will never do that. So the next page is, we're going on to Dr. Josiah Jean Pierre. So one of the things with him is that he was born with disabilities. He'll, on his reel, he kind of talks a little bit about it, about how he was born a preemie and how he was in hospitals in and out of his life. But he is a powerful motivational speaker. He really talks about adversity and overcoming that and making an impact. So if you want to really be inspired, read about Dr. Josiah right there. And then Wanda Muir Oliver as well. She has grown up just under the tutelage of Dorothy Height. She is about it, like really one of those old school people that really wants to inspire people. She's a lifetime member of NAACP. She models teaching like Mary McLeod Bethune, Dorothy Height, those kind of things where she's pouring into the next generation and really wanting them to understand who they are, what they're capable of. And she does poetry and she does acting and she writes books. So you'll see, if you hover over that, you'll see her video as well, talking about her book as well. So that is, yeah. So make sure you go in there and go to Speakers Magazine and really see the go on there and actually see the online issue as well. So yeah, so then the next page we've got, I think it's a center spread here. Yes, we do. And so that picture there up at the top, not the other one, but the other one at the Howard Theater, that was the one where I just had to have the Howard Theater as like the backdrop.
I love
It
it.
it speaks to legacy of all of the people who, at a period of time, a lot of African Americans couldn't go to different places to act or perform, and so all the people who've ever been at the Howard are in a mural downstairs in the lower level all through the thing. And when I went through it, I just got chills because I could see, whether it was Marvin Gaye or Diana Ross, any of the Motown folks or any of the current folks, Mary J. Blige. It was just, I mean, Duke Ellington, just all of the pictures. And I was like, ooh, I love this. And it just speaks to our history. And that's why I come to DC. I love the Howard Theater. It's a great facility. It's 3 floors. It's got the history in it. And yeah, so that picture I love that you did right
Thank
there.
you.
And so you'll read the story. And Jeff took those pictures
Yes, he did.
as well. So that was really, really good. That was really good. And a little bit about the story just kind of talks about um, it gives a website, but anywhere. But her blueprint and her voice encourages anyone who knows that they are meant for more. And like I said, it's not like she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, but she really can tell you like what is the pathway that you need to go in order to, if you're feeling down, how to really pull yourself up out of that. Whether it is, because it takes a mental state. When I think about it, it takes a whole mental state to lose all of the weight, and then to keep it off, and then to keep moving in the business while you're also a mom. So it's just a whole lot of things. I wrote a post yesterday, Melody, that talks about proximity. And that means that you need to be or close to people or stay in contact with people who can inspire you and pull you up. And that's what your coaching program will do. It's
Yes.
being in proximity. Like you said, you're giving them money. You're showing them the licensing. You're showing them how to set the business up. You're giving them the blueprint of how to get the clients, how to really get the contract. That is part of what your blueprint will do for people if they are, I always say, those who show up go. If you show up, if you just show up and you do the work,
Yeah.
that's as simple as that. Who are some of your mentors?
Some of my mentors is Patrick Bet David. I also have Ashley Kirkwood, that
Mm-hmm.
you probably know who she is, Speak Your Way to
Mm-hmm.
Cash, as a mentor. And then there's this very sweet lady from my church that she just stands on prayer with me, you know,
Yes.
Catherine
Yes.
Wright. And she's a prayer warrior. She is from the Philippines, very small, petite, quiet, and humble, but she's a powerhouse. So
Mm.
that's,
Reminds me of the war room. Remember
yes,
the
yes.
everybody needed like that one mentor that just really, that little small powerful person that just kind of like helps you
Mhm.
go into the war room and just really prayer
Yes.
that through. That is good. That is good.
Yeah.
Because every person needs a mentor.
Oh,
My
absolutely.
mentors, George Frazier, Mr. Networking Guy, Marilyn French Hubbard. She'll be 80 and she's still doing a marvelous work. She actually
Wow.
is helping uh, caregivers. So her thing is going into churches and training those who are going to be caregivers. So it's like train the trainer type of thing, but
Mhm.
what is actually involved in caregiving. And so
Mhm.
a lot of times when people are caregivers, they are worn out or worn
Yep.
down, or they don't know
Yep.
the different resources.
Yep.
So she has put together a whole program over the last 3 or 4 years, this whole thing of going and putting that program into all the churches so the churches ministries can be equipped to not just like, oh, I'm going to pray with you for caregiving, but actually show you what are resources that are available and what are some of the things you
Beautiful.
can do.
That
So
is
yeah.
so needed.
And she's 80, and so so
Wow.
this, and even like getting the legal part done and that sort of
Mhm.
thing. And
Yeah.
it's a lot, it's a
It
lot
is
to
a
it.
lot. And as the
It's,
body of Christ, not to get off topic, but as the body of Christ, there is a responsibility. Like, it's not just about passing the collection plate around. Like, are you taking care of your people? Your members that are aging out. Are we properly giving them the true
yes.
help and support? So I love that she's doing that.
Yes, that is what she said. They're aging, and then there's like, what is the support that they're getting? Or
Mhm.
if they're caught in between, like taking care of little ones and then taking care of parents, they're the sandwich generation. So how are they taking care of themselves? So it's
Right.
a whole lot in her curriculum that she put together. And she
I
actually
love
was at
that.
Speak Sell Shine, not this year, but last year. So her
Mm,
speaker reel was in our set as well. So she's been
mhm.
speaking and doing the things, and she was like, "Listen, Pam, I don't want to be that busy." I was like, well, if I'm in your promotion team, you're gonna get some calls. You can get some calls. You've been on podcasts and things like that. So yeah, so that is good. And then the next page that we have here is Dr. Colette, and you remember Dr. Colette?
Yeah,
She was part of your
that's my friend.
cohort.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. She is powerful. She is powerful, and she is just really stepping out. Her ministry talks about the lioness, and really it's about business. So it says the lioness using her books to equip, empower, and elevate leaders everywhere. So you can read about her, but if you hover over that, you'll see her speaker reel as well. And she's really a leadership training for women and to help them get their roar back. I guess you would say that's kind of
Mm.
like the main thing is, and she is amazing. She just had a birthday not too long ago as well. Yeah, she had a birthday not too long ago as well. And then Dr. Jonas Gadsden, we call him Jonas with the bonus. He has a new book called Mastering Your Message, Pick Up Your Mic.
Mm.
And he is I guess we say a former pastor. I guess a pastor, always a pastor, but he had a church and then he worked in sales at Kodak. And he just is uh, how do I say it? He's a young man that is relentless. Okay. So I won't say young man, but you would think like, okay, isn't that enough? No, he knows God still has more for him to do. And just a side note, he was very ill. I want to say he had like a heart attack last year, and this year he's came out with his book. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Like this whole issue talks about paying the power and really um, putting whatever things have in your past and you've overcome. Dr.
Yeah.
Colette, just really, really quick, she was a teenage mom. And so teenage mom raising a child on her own, but now look at God. She's a mom, a grandmom, and really doing really good things in the world and helping a lot of women. And for she kind of just recently retired from working with a very, very top uh, organization as a Fortune 500 chief of
Mm-hmm.
operations of that organization as
Hmm.
well. So yeah, so she's doing really, really good. I think she just recently is investigating doing a retreat in Costa Rica for
Wow.
women, taking women to a retreat. So yeah, she's doing those type of things where she's taking a small group leadership group to different places like that as well. So yeah, so that's them. And then the next one, so that we can kind of see is um Boney, Marama S. Boney. The lead again, leadership is really, really key. The leadership who is turns truth into transformation. You'll see kind of like on our Instagram, these two, Dwight and Marama. I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's Mariama S. Boney uh, on our Instagram, but her videos are there as well. And then Dwight, do you remember meeting Dwight at Dr. Ola's? No, that was before you. I think he was the very first one where Dwight was part of Dr. Ola's event, and he was in North Carolina. But he's
Okay.
also too. That's him and his wife in the background. They're both powerful pastors,
Hmm.
preachers, but really they're one of they share the message outside of church walls, and that's really what he's doing. Just really helping people unlock their potential, and that's really the key. Him and his wife, they do that. So that's Dwight Reddick there. You can kind of see him. It just really talks about transforming the mindset. That's
Love
really
it.
what it is. It's about a mindset, helping people transform that mindset and really live up to their entire potential. So you can read, and his video is there as well. If you kind of hover over that, um, yeah. And can you click it? Will it go into? Yeah. So you can kind of see him there where he's speaking. And yeah, he kind of has his whole thing where you kind of hear a little bit about what he does and what he speaks on. So make sure that you go through the magazine and actually watch the videos as well. So you can read about them, then you can actually hear them talk
Love
as
it.
well. Yeah, yeah. So that part. And I think I put three of your videos in there as well.
Yes, you did. Thank
And
you.
then the last page here, we have Tracy Robinson. And so Tracy, again, as a person that out of a situation where she was diagnosed with breast cancer, she became really just on a instead of going through the chemo and the traditional, things that they try to do when you have that, she wanted to try a different way. She became a neuropathic doctor, the holistic way of and cured
Wow.
herself of cancer, and now she's really helping women doing the same thing to rise from burnout to brilliance. One of the things that she said was she was in real estate, and real estate people, they work all the time, and she just was burnt out and just really wore herself down. And so really when she became sick, it was like, how did this happen? It's like, well, you're not getting any rest, you're not taking care of yourself. So from that, she studied neuropathic medicine, neuropathic, and she's written a book called The Magic Pill Is You, and really talk about everything that you need is God has already given you, and you just have to know what, whether it's black seed oil or sea moss or any of the type of things. But she really does coaching for women to put together a personal care program for them. So that's one of the things too. So because of her situation with her diagnosis, has now made her just an advocate for just health, women's wellness. And her podcast is on there where I interview her about what it is that she learned from her journey into health. And then this last one is for people who really need to have a speech writing consultant.
Mhm.
This person here, she's out of North Carolina, where she can help you and you can scan and get a free complimentary speech writing consultation. Because I don't help people speak and I don't write speeches. I promote them. And so
Mm.
we partner together and she's part of the person where she's done corporate speech writing for many, many years. And so she's helping other speakers to write speeches as well. So that's a really good resource. Again, Speakers Magazine, we try to
Really.
provide the resources for speakers as well as
Mhm.
for meeting planners. So that is it. And then 2026 coming up, the last page is Speak Sell Shine, where we are doing it again at the Howard Theater and the Press Club. You see White Beach there in the center. But
Mhm.
it's where I feel where experts become icons and they do learn all the things and meet the right people. We'll have the Top Speakers Awards again this year. Rashawn McDonald, I just love him. He was our first mentor of the year, and he's one of my mentors as well. And what he told people on that stage was just gold. And then Willie Jolly jumps up and he's there as well. And it was like, okay. So that's why I love having it. And his book is definitely, rich is good, but wealthy is better. Is a
Mhm.
book I want people to get that Willie talked about at the event as well. And there's a picture of you on stage. I don't know if we could
Yes.
can we see that up.
I can see it.
Yeah, we see that where you kind of see. Yeah, there she is. Yep, at the Howard. That is
Yeah.
it, and then the whole cohort and everything,
Beautiful
so that was
experience.
really good, yeah. So anyway, that is the entire issue, speakersmagazine.com. I want people to go there to watch the videos, read Melody's story, connect with Melody, melodyaugustine.com. If we could put her QR code back up there, Monet. Yes, that is it, so that people can actually go there and get coaching from her, or at least speak with her, maybe to book her. Oh yeah, that is good. So it does work. So yeah, so that is good. And the issue is, like I
Woo!
said, be on a billboard. Yes, this will be on a billboard in December 28th, all day to that particular. Is that a Sun? Yeah, that's a Sunday. That's a Sunday.
Yes.
It's
New
so yeah.
York, Times
New York
Square.
Times Square, Times Square. So yeah, so people will start getting there early because of New Year's Eve, right? So it's gonna
Yes.
be.
Yes. Oh, so
I
excited.
love, I love it. Oh my god, dress warm because I know you're gonna be hailing
I'm
from
in
Florida.
Florida. It's hot right now and it's in December.
Yeah, you
Hot.
have to come. You're gonna be ready for it. Let me just tell you, in New York in Times Square, it's gonna be cold. Okay, so you have to wear a couple of coats, but it's gonna be fun, and get all of the shots. And then you just had a birthday not too long ago.
Yes.
Congratulations, a
Thank
beautiful party.
you.
I
Thank
need to see
you.
more of those pictures though. You sent me one picture. I'm like, I know we got more
I
pictures.
a lot of pictures. A lot of people were looking at the magazine. People, I announced the big news about the show
Oh,
on the
good.
network. So a lot of people are excited about it. So great things are God is amazing. Great things are happening right now. And honestly, Pam, you are a river of resources, and I thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That is, you know what? That is one of the things that God has really just blessed me to be, like a connector and a resource. Because I always
Mm,
think we're just one connection away for where we need to be. We
I
just have to
agree.
be aware of it, or you have to have someone that's cognizant to know you enough to know to connect you to the right people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Comeback Code podcast that'll be on the Leading Edge Network, and you'll be doing a show every week. It's
Yes.
going to be excellent, and if
Mhm.
people want to be on the show, they can contact you about that as well.
Yes.
Good,
So
good,
make
good.
sure you scan the link, contact us about the show if you feel like you have something that you would like to share, a story, an experience. Sometimes experiences can be very motivating. Just connect
Mhm.
with me. The link is in on the screen, and we will definitely make it happen.
Oh, that is good. That is good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We are so blessed that our paths cross, and the things that you're doing in your agency, and then the Mara Consulting as well.
Yes.
That is good. So, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
God
you for
bless
having me,
you.
Pam. God bless you too. I can't wait to see you in New York.
Oh, I know that's going to be good. That's going to be good.
Yes.
All right.
All
Take
right.
care. God bless. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Bye bye.